Baba was at his brother's 80th the other day.
Yes.
And in that entertainment or event, he hinted at supporting and endorsing Kalonzo for 2027.
What Baba said is that Kalonzo is able to stand on his own against Raila, against William Ruto. I didn't say that I'm endorsing him. And Obuya, stop it.
I think it was a slip of the tongue.
The newspapers picked on it.
Yes.
Some of them misconstrued what he meant.
No. Baba said what he said, and actually what he said is no, from interpreting what he was saying.
Yeah.
Ametosha kusimama peke yake.
But I think it came up too early.
Yeah.
We just, from what the sentiments he made, I think we know the thinking of Azimio and we know the thinking of Baba. And I think at times you say those words to try and test. Can this idea sell?
Right.
And I think it came up too early, and there are people in the central who are not amused by that statement, and the other people in Nyanza who are also not amused. And I think Baba gave out, hinted too early. I think it is it's almost given that Baba is going to support Kalonzo Musyoka in 2027. Stranger things have happened in politics. I would, but I would be surprised if Baba again stood in 2027. And if Baba stood, then will again Kalonzo be supporting him?
And why is he saying that he was misquoted?
Because there are people in Azimio who think that it shouldn't be that obvious, that it shouldn't be Kalonzo.
By the way, Azimio looks like it's crumbling a little bit.
It is. We have said before that political parties in Kenya are only formed for one purpose, to get into government. And so if it doesn't get into government, they have nothing else to fight for. That's the only glue that keeps them together.
Yeah.
We had CORD, it collapsed.
Yes.
We had NASA, it collapsed. Now we're having Azimio, it is going to collapse. It is given that it will collapse. And we will have again another formation around 2026 or 2027 in June that is going to fight the William Ruto, whichever formation that will be, UDA might not be there, or Kenya Kwanza might not be there, but there will be a formation that again is going to go into the 2027 election. Political parties are specifically meant for winning election or gaining power. And so if they don't do that, then it becomes, there's nothing that holds them together.
Yeah.
There's nothing that holds them. What is holding ODM together is Raila Odinga.
He's the glue.
He's the glue. And so once Raila Odinga is out of the picture, ODM will crumble. TNA crumbled. URP crumbled. Jubilee crumbled. UDA is going to crumble. I can obviously see it. It's going to. They will tell us they are going to do elections from Mashinani to Upper Jew, but again, it is going to crumble. Once President William Ruto leaves the scene, it's going to crumble. I'm not even so sure if President William Ruto is going to use UDA in 2027, because again, political parties, they are so amorphous, they change according to times, and we said here last week that there's no big difference between what Azimio stands for and between what Kenya Kwanza stands for. They are almost copy-paste of each other's manifestos, and so there's nothing so significantly different between the two formations. And so I will not even be surprised if Kalonzo Musyoka then was to go to William Ruto or Rigathi Gachagua was to come to Raila Odinga. I wouldn't be surprised, because those are the politics of our times.
And Martha Karua.
Can join the Roots Party of Kenya with Justina.
Queen Justina, I don't know if Queen Justina will allow her to join. But Martha's political star seems to be dimming, and I think the highlight, apart from her winning the elections as an MP and becoming a cabinet secretary or a minister, as it was known then, the highlight of her political career was her being named the running mate to Raila Odinga. It will have made history for her to be the first woman deputy president in Kenya. But now that it didn't happen, I think from then going forward, I think the political star is diminishing, and at a very alarming rate, because as of now, you don't hear her, you can't place where she is, and not just her, even Kioni. The only person that seems to be giving Rigathi Gachagua a headache in the mountain is the former Mungiki leader. That's the only person that seems to be standing up to Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know. We heard that he is organizing rallies around the mountain region, rallies that were hyped that former President Uhuru Kenyatta is also going to attend as a thanksgiving to the people of the mountain for giving him 10 years to be their president. If that happens, then the dynamics of mountain politics might change. But we have also seen that both President William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua have somehow softened their stand against President Uhuru, former President Uhuru. They have, there seems to be in a rush to go and shake President Uhuru Kenyatta's hand. I don't know the dynamics that has happened for that to happen, because from Rigathi Gachagua's sentiments about Uhuru, to imagine that he will be looking out to go and shake President Uhuru Kenyatta's hand is, but like we said, Kenyan politics.
Yeah, and there's no such thing as political enemies, right?
There's interest only.
Only political interests.